All right. Time for bed. I don't think so. It's time to play Madden. Let's get this running. See what we have got. Mostly this is just to test out the quality for the live streams in the future, as this weekend was pretty terrible, but also I need to get some head-to-head games in, and I thought this would be a good time to do it. So if you happen to show up and see this, then all the better, but if not, really just a test for me. So how do you guys find this so fast? Can you hear me? What's up? Somebody let me know if you guys can actually hear the audio this time. Oh, sweet. Yeah, hopefully the video is a little better. Mostly really was just doing this as a test to see if it actually works this time, because this weekend was terrible, so. Alright, sweet. Yeah, I was really just planning on grinding some head-to-head tonight. I'm a little behind on some of my games, so just wanted to test out the stream, get some games in, and if anybody showed up, then we would do a little coaching, maybe answer some questions. How's the video quality? Is it laggy? Is it better than it was this weekend? Sweet. Wixie, you threw an interception on a tip pass. Yeah, I've not thrown one on fullback flare yet. I've had some drops, but no interceptions yet. All right, let's get this one-on-one. The face reveal. We'll see. We'll see if we'll do. Maybe we'll do a face reveal when we get to 500 subscribers. So we're pretty close. So maybe we'll do it then. The ball always hits the linebacker in the backfield and becomes a fumble. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at it here. Let's see if we can get into the goal line, and I'll run it and see if I can see what you're talking about here. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. TB, yeah, man. As soon as I finish this match right here, I'll start spinning, and we can try to get some matches in. So as soon as this match is over, I'll start spinning, and we can try to get some set up here. So we're not quite within the 6. So let's see if we can just do like a run play and get within the 6 real quick. And I will see about running fullback flare for you guys. All right, so you're saying it's hitting the linebacker's head. Let me see what you're talking. I don't know. I've not run into that when I throw it like that. I mean, it's just I've never had it hit anyone other than the receiver for that pass, and then the only thing I've ever had happen is that he drops the ball. So Yeah, you have to call it within the 6 yard line. If you're not within the 6 yard line and you don't get that goal line setup that I had, then that's not the right time to try to run that play. So that could be why. Thanks, guys. Just play. You just gotta play a lot of head-to-head. That's all it is. All right, so I finished that game. Tie bomb. I'm spinning head-to-head now. So if you want to try to match, then we could try to get a match in here. See if shouldn't be too many people on right now. So let's see if we can grab one. Sincere's been trying to catch me. That's why I need to get some head-to-head games in. All right, take it easy, Wixie. I've noticed with the matching, it's a little weird. You sometimes have to get the game to actually like refresh in the background. I think hitting film usually does it. Yeah, Sincere, he's been pushing real hard. I've talked to him a couple times, and we've talked about trying to take a break at some point just because it's getting exhausting playing so many games, but I don't think he wants to slow down right now. Yeah, TB, just keep spinning, man. Eventually we'll have to match. I had this happen the other day, but you just got to keep waiting, keep spinning, and it should eventually give us a match here. I haven't gotten any matches. This kind of sucks. Yeah, let Ronnie. I think TB is that. There he is. Yeah, I think he's like 7 or 8 right now. He's almost on the front page. He's 8. Look at him. He's close. 49 million fans right behind Snickers there. All right, TB, I'm going in, man. Let's see what kind of game plan you got set up for me. Uh-oh. Didn't have that countered. Yeah, you'll get there, Ronnie, man. Just keep playing a few games a day, and eventually you should get that 10 mil. Hall of Fame is really all that matters at the end of the day. Lambo. Yeah, live countering where you basically where you can basically put in some counter cards while they're playing. I don't know if that's what you were asking or not, but that's what live countering is. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can live counter me. I'm used to it. Typically in the league matches and systematic front, it's pretty standard for us to live counter each other when we play. So, if anything, it only makes you a better player. So you're not having to just continuously lean on the plays that you know work. It'll help you to expand your playbook ultimately. So, it's definitely something I would recommend to practice with in case you ever do run into it. Was that already hard countered? No, it's 9%. Couldn't get away. Yeah, TB against me, you need to counter it. I'm gonna abuse it every chance I get. I love that play. What's up, Tiger Ham? Hey man. You can just say HSD. That's what most people do. Hey, Steve Dave is confusing for some people, but I don't know that there's a proper way to say hey Steve Dave or hey Steve Dave, but hey HSD probably will work the best. I've been practicing with this play today because it's got the same post route, but that was probably countered. Yeah, 9%. Stiff arm. Alright, we'll go do bunch flanker. This is my other favorite play. It's just so nice with the halfback wheel routes this year. If he could stay in bounds. See if we can motion cross it in. Sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background. They are playing right here behind me. There's nothing you can do on that 2-point. So if you guys want to check what someone's doing against you after you've already played your drives, if you know that they're playing right away, you can just continuously hit this film button on their drives, so that way you can at least see what sort of plays they're calling. Obviously if they're not driving on you right away, you're not gonna be able to see anything. But like you can see, he just drove here, so he did pretty well. Scored again. So we're got a close match here. All right, all right. I don't know if I can do a good Fat Albert impression, so I'm not even gonna try. All right, well, we're waiting for him to finish his last drive here. Let's play Risky Business. Ronnie, no man, I haven't seen him, but that's pretty impressive. 82, that high is pretty good. So I have an idea on something I want to try for the next head-to-head season when it resets. I'm thinking about dropping my team overall to an 85 and trying to see if I can maintain my number one status for a whole season with just an 85 squad, and thought that might be fun to show people and build a cool little squad there. Um, no, Ronnie, I think ultimately what I want to do is keep my team at a level where it's something that maybe like the average player could have. I would definitely lose a lot more matches because of defense, but at the end of the day, I want to see if I could actually do it. I don't think it would hurt me. For League v League, I would probably swap in my good team, but yeah, I mean, for head to head, I think I could do it. If not number one, I could definitely be pretty high up there. So I think it would be a good challenge for me. Just coming back up to read some of these questions here. How often do I buy stamina for head to head? At the start of the season, I bought a ton of stamina to get a jump start because I was wanting to play a lot of live events, and I really wanted to be able to do head to head in live events. But right now, I'm not playing a lot of live events and mainly just head to head, so I haven't bought stamina in a while. But yeah, at the start of the season, I definitely put a lot into it. Yeah, that LaShawn McCoy, I had him for a long time, and he was a baller, man. He had really good juking and spinning stats. He's actually the base LaShawn has the highest in the game, and the signature LaShawn is, I think, just right behind him. So, especially for someone like me who uses those skill moves all the time, he was awesome. But at the end of the day, Bo's pretty decent at it, and he's got pretty much the only back, I think, other than probably Bettis now, and I think LeGarrette Blunt, that actually have decent trucking stats. So. Steven, I bought quite a bit of Madden Cash at the start of the year. I don't know off the top of my head exactly how much, but it was a bunch. And I dumped all that into whatever bundles were out at the time, and then turned around and sold all that, and I've just basically been investing in the other promos since then. So, oh, that was trash. So, yeah, I mean, I am good at investing, but I definitely gave myself a jump start with a bunch of Madden cash at the start of the year. Couldn't get it. Alright, I gotta focus for this last drive here. No, not the coin websites. I don't trust them. With EA's been really tightening down on the coin buyers and the coin sellers, and honestly, I just don't trust it. I don't want to risk my account for something like that. So I just haven't done it. I've definitely heard it both ways. You know, I've heard people getting banned, and I've heard people have been able to do it successfully. But as much money as I put in at the start of the year, and as much time as I've invested in getting my rank where it is, I just don't have any need or desire to want to risk it. So. Mm. Yeah, I made a ton of money on the goats. I probably made 10 million on the goats alone, just stocking up on them and selling them a couple weeks afterwards. It was really nice, and another really easy investment thing that I don't know why more people don't do, but after the tournament rewards come out, whenever they award a free elite player, so at the start of the year they were doing those free elite defensive players a couple times, and then most recently they had the free elite offensive players. If you just buy those on the Monday after the tournament rewards come out, they're all dirt cheap, and they're like super rare cards, especially the 89 and 90s that everybody wants. And if you just stock up on those and wait a couple weeks, usually double, triple your money on them. So. Was this already 100% countered and I just didn't remember? Yeah, it was. Let's see. I'm talking and not paying attention to the play calls here, so I gotta see what I called that's not already countered. So we can call PA pin deep. I don't generally like play action on second down, but it's just such a reliable play, and it gets us in range for fullback flare. So I doubt we're going to win this one, though, because I just took so long to score, and he probably scored something. So please focus. All right, I'll start focusing. We won't lose again. Yeah, we lost by 2 seconds. Who's your tight end, Ronnie? Good game, TB, man. I didn't get to see your last drive. You'll have to let me know what happened. Fleener? Yeah, I think Fleener's pretty good. I've not really had a chance to use him. But fourth and short. It depends. Fourth and short, it's just it's situational. Depends on what other plays you've already called, what's countered. Can we see a team? Yeah, well, you can see my team. Let's do it real quick. Exit out. All right. Yeah, Steven, we were working him in. He's good, man. I've played him. That's the second time I've played him, and he's played me close both times. So he's talented for sure. Yeah, I heard about that bug, Tiger Ham. I don't know. I already had all my collectibles at the very start of this season. I think I hit 10 mil in the first day, so I got them all. But then I heard as soon as they updated it that that it started causing that issue. But yeah, um, oh nice. Yeah, weak eye double counter's a solid play if you can get the right block set up. So, um, I mean, my special teams kind of suck, but this that's my offense and defense. I generally on defense at least I'm very purposeful with the positions that I have and the players that I put in there. But I just picked up this Paul Krause and actually put my John Abraham legend into him to train him up. But I loved the Krause card last year. He got so many interceptions. I had to pick him up and at least get him on the team. Oops, no, I don't want to play season. Alright, back into it. Auctioning right now, I don't have anyone on the auction block. I sold every investment that I had prior to the weekend. I don't like to hold on to my investments too long. Especially with the fact that EA is probably going to have a promo coming out soon, and typically when promos drop, so do the price of the other players. So I just don't like to hold on to them that long. I'm on Auction House 3, and am I close to head-to-head Tom Brady? I don't. I think that the maximum number of tokens for head-to-head Tom Brady you can have, anyone can have, is I think like 14 or whatever the max is. But once you hit Hall of Fame, that's the most that you can get. So everyone that's in Hall of Fame has the same amount that I do. Oh, cancer awareness. Oh, okay. Yeah, 7 per season. That's what I thought. I'm on, Steven, I'm on Auction House 3. I don't know if I said that already. And that was already hard countered, wasn't it? I don't know why. See, I'm not paying attention. And I already called this play too. I was putting myself in holes. I just want to make a dramatic comeback win. That's it. See if I can get Fitzgerald. Not bad. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying here. Noah, how much have I spent? To be honest with you, I was talking about that earlier. I don't remember. It was a lot at the start of the season. I dropped a bunch on Madden Cash, so you know, in the hundreds for sure. But I honestly I didn't keep track. At the start of the season, I was dumping a bunch into the Madden Cash and the bundles. Unfortunately. Why don't I run more? I just don't. I'm not that good at running. In all honesty, it's not something that I am great at. So I like running on second down more than I like running on first down. No, I mean we don't have an issue with players who prefer running. It's just that We have our own play calling system that we've developed that we think works, and there just tends to be better options than running a lot of the time. But running definitely has a place. I mean, you'll see me call runs like in that last play. It's definitely got its uses. I just don't run a lot. Hmm. But trip side in, halfback counter is fun on second down. You just get so much space to make moves. So I love that play. I run it consistently if you've watched anything that I've put out. Bunch dive is always countered. It's not always countered. It's definitely more commonly countered than other run plays because it's unlocked earlier on, so more people want to get it on their game plan. But I still run it. Um, what elite coach do I? Oh, do you use? I would use I'd use Andy Reid for offense and Sean Payton for defense. Do you have both coach slots unlocked, or do you just have the one right now? Why do I flip plays? Yeah, I'll play tie bomb again. I flip plays. You know, some plays like strong eye PA slide, I'll flip because it rolls out to the right hand side, which I have a right handed quarterback. It's just easier to do so. And other run plays is just personal preference, like tight end halfback counter. I don't think it really makes a huge difference there, but um, some plays just work better flipped. The best example for that is spread FL drag. If you run it normal, you won't be able to hit this out route on the left. But if you flip it, then you'll be able to hit this tight end route on the right hand side. He gets open pretty much every time, and so it's just one of those plays. When you flip it, you get a better defensive setup. Favorite song? I don't know if I have a favorite song. I usually just listen to what I'm in the mood for. Um, but yeah, I have kind of taste that's all over. Pretty much anything I'll listen to if it's decent. All right, Steven, man, thanks for stopping by. This was just really a test to see if this was working. But yeah, thanks for showing up. I'll do some more here soon now that we've got a decent setup going. All right, man, take it easy. I don't know what ski mask is. Might be too old for that. No, I'm not. I'm not 25. No, I'm in my 30s, so I'm like an old man here. Now, PA slide should be unlocked pretty quick. It's you know, it's one of the first play action plays that you unlock, I think, so it really should be one of those ones that comes up pretty quick. Is Ty Bomb still on here? I don't know if he's still watching or not. But if he is, we'll try to get a match with him again. Level 30 and you don't have it. No, that's not right. You should definitely have it by then. Talking about Sanex. Ty Braun, my bad, man. Just like butchering your name over here. What up, Lit Boy? Lit Boys. Just bad with all the names today. What's up, man? Thanks for coming. Dude, this gypsy guy is annoying to play against. There you are. Oh, what up, Pumpin' Fear? Thanks, man. Appreciate the compliment. Yeah, I'm pretty close to 100 million. Should be there pretty quickly, which is good because I needed to get a little space between me and Sincere tonight. I think he's been grinding pretty hard. Let's call some news plays. I'm gonna call a bunch Z spot yet today. Let's test spread slot flags. Yeah, Brewer, man, I remember you. What up? Thanks, man. What's... Are you over an MVP still? I think I could do randomized play calling and still produce 24s. I mean, I definitely still get some 24s. I don't know if I would be that consistent there. Lit Boys, yeah. I've talked to him here and there, not a ton, but he's a cool guy. He reached out to me earlier in the season, and we just talked shop for a bit, and you know, he's got a good team and he's a solid player, so definitely got a lot of respect for him. All right. I need to focus here. What have, alright, so good. We've got bunch flanker, which is my favorite third and short play. We got a zone coverage, so the halfback should be open, and that'll set us up for fullback flare. But he's got that countered, so we're gonna have to scramble and get sacked. Any reason I don't counter fullback flare? My thoughts on countering fullback flare is that I don't get beat with it deep too often enough to want to counter it, and in my mind, people shouldn't be getting that close to the goal line anyways. And if they are that close to the goal line, it's almost too late. So I just I don't see a whole lot of reason in putting a counter in there for it until somebody gives me reason to. Yeah, I mean, you could definitely use fullback flare for large chunks of yards. I don't think it's a terrible play by any means. I just don't think that when I check my film, it's not one of the plays that I see people just consistently, beating me on. And so normally what I like to do is take away people's security blankets. So if I see that they are consistently leaning on spread slot flags on third and fourth down, or motion cross, or a halfback option, or whatever their go-to plays are, their really handicap plays, I like to counter those and put them in a tight spot. Yeah, I'll show you guys my counters here after this match. Again, I think in the last stream I was talking about it. I have a ton of counter cards, so typically I will just change them up throughout the day so that nobody gets used to actually the exact plays that I run or that I have in my game plan. But yeah, I'll show you what I'm running right now, and you guys can take a look. So on that route with PA deep attack, sometimes the wide receiver one will cut up the field instead of doing what Jones did there and go left. If he cuts up the field, it's just a huge gain. So that's why I waited so long there to see if he was going to make that cut. Yeah, double hitch is good. At a high level, a lot of guys like to have that countered, so I don't run it nearly as much. And the only other problem with double hitch is that the route can take a while to develop, and against really high defenses that have guys with a ton of speed on the D line, is that you're going to get sacked a lot while waiting for that tight end route to open up. So I don't like to lean on that one if I don't have to. Nothing doing there. Yeah, I've noticed stone hands a lot more this year. I think everyone has. The drops have been real bad. They are pretty brutal. So it's I think it's just something that everybody's going to have to deal with, and you're just going to have to realize it's part of the game. But it's frustrating to have the wide open receivers just drop things. Yo, Ronnie, thanks, man, for stopping by. Always a pleasure. I'll see you on the next one, hopefully. But have a good night, man. And Lit Boys, yeah, man, I will play Gypsy. I'll play him next. So we will attack the 110 and see what he's got. Yo, what up, Caleb? Yeah, we'll see that 110. Mike Pouncey, I like him so far. I mean, I put him in today. I had Alex Mack in, and Mack was just super slow. And I'd rather have some speed on the offensive line if I could. It was just one of those things where I got him. I didn't have to do much to get him. I really only won a little bit more after I hit 15 to get the 1%. So I like him so far. Thanks, man. Appreciate the compliment. Thanks for stopping by. There we go. Another chance counter there. Try to. That's gonna be countered as well. Yeah, nothing to do. Just a bunch of chance counters. Yeah, we had a 12, a 9, and then a 15. That's just EA right there. Good game, Tyberon, man. That was close. Real close. You've got Powerline Mac. Yeah, I haven't taken a look at Powerline Mac. I don't know what kind of stats he has. But yeah, if Pouncey's got better stats, then I would train him up. Veracity, no, man. I snuck away with that last one on TB there by 2 points. This is a weird glitch in head-to-head. If you notice, we're playing a Jets team. Sometimes even when you start a game against a team, it won't start the game against the right player. So I don't know why it does that, but. But here we go. We got the 110 defense now. So let's see how well I can do against him. So it's gonna be one-on-one with the safety and be able to pull it down. This could be man coverage. Just scramble up the middle for a few yards. Head right into trips tight end halfback counter and try to take this up the middle. Didn't quite get the first down, so we'll jump into bunch flanker, and we got the weird one where it's not quite a blitz. I should have slid there. Let's take slide. This could be countered, and it doesn't look like it is, so we can get it 2. And that's just one of those drops that we were talking about, so just got to live with it. Got man coverage for the tight end. So we should be able to sneak by. Not fast enough to get away though. And I'm just going to recycle back into pin deep on man coverage. We'll go to the tight end again. And didn't quite sneak away. And we'll try to hit spread FL drag for a touchdown. Not quite. Veracity. Yeah, he beat me, man. It was a close one, but he beat me. He's definitely good. Pin deep. We got man coverage again. So we'll look to the tight end. He's going to be 2 covered, so I'm not even going to use scramble. I'm just going to kind of like go up the line with Wilson. If you take the right angle, you can get away with not having to scramble and save that for a later down. I call it the fake scramble. Drop. We'll head into a bunch flanker with zone coverage, and the halfback be wide open for first down. And we'll recycle back into pin deep. It's either going to be countered or we'll get that nice zone coverage one-on-one with the safety and brings it down. Defense came in a little bit too quick there, so had to just take off the best I could. But we still picked up almost first down there running along the sideline. So this should be a touchdown if we don't get a drop, which it is there. So Lambo, thanks for coming, man. Yeah, I'll do more. Again, this one was just a test to see if the stream was working, if I had better quality audio and video, which it sounds like it is. So thanks for coming in, guys. This wasn't planned, but I will definitely be streaming a little bit more. Yeah, we must have gotten a pick 6. As you can see, I'm at 20, and we went up, so we could probably check the film on this guy real quick. And he just got absolutely brutalized on his first drive there. And his second drive, he had his kick returner fumbled it, and I recovered it for a touchdown. So he definitely wasn't happy after those drives. So feel kind of bad for him. All right, take it easy, Fear. Yeah, and that'll happen sometimes on play action. They just don't bite that hard, and you're just gonna get eaten up. 2nd and 15 is a little too long for me to try running, especially against a really good D. So I'll try usually to pick up some solid yardage with like spread FL drag or quick slants and get into a more manageable 3rd down situation. If running does work on downs like that, but it's just if you do get blown up, especially against a defense like this, you're not going to leave yourself a lot of time to let the plays like spread slap flags or double hitch or any of those plays that you like to run on those 3rd down situations, 3rd and 4th down situations to actually develop, and the defensive ends are just going to crush you. Yeah, I will definitely try to have a more of a schedule on as far as like live streaming and getting videos out to you guys. I'm gonna try to do things on a more consistent basis now that I have an actual like PC set up and some better quality editing tools. So I'll try to get out a schedule here shortly as far as what the streams will be like and things like that. But yeah, this wasn't planned at all. All right, so the 110 didn't really hold up too well. He didn't really have much of a game plan. And at the end of the day, when you're playing really good players and any level, any top league, if you don't have game plan items in there, it doesn't matter how good your defense is. They're gonna be able to rip you apart. So game plan matters a lot. Overall, definitely matters, but you got to have both. Yeah, you can run on 4th down. I know that I know Adam Jr. of the commish of Systematic Front. He's been known to do that. The only problem with running on 4th down for me is that if you get countered, you don't really have an option, right? And I like to leave myself options if I get countered. So if you choose a play like motion cross on 4th down, or any play that can beat a counter, I mean, typically it's got to be like a pass play, but you choose plays that are going to give you the best option to convert that 4th down. And typically I just don't trust runs. And as you saw on one of those previous drives, I hit was it like 3 really low percentage counters in a row, and that kind of stuff happens. And so you want to be prepared for the worst, and that's primarily the reason I wouldn't run on 4th down. But I mean, it's situational. What's up, Fohue Productions? How many plays do you know of that are counter breakers? This year, not many. There's a few that are counter breakers for low medium counters, but the only plays I know of that are counter breakers against critical are motion cross, trips corner strike, and I think empty trips stick is also one of those. It's just not a great play when it's not countered. And I mean, that's pretty much it as far as like consistent plays to beat it go. There are plays that you can get lucky on from time to time, but those are really the only ones I know of that can beat it consistently. All right, so let's get some variety in here. Let's run some different plays. Then we got to mix things up to keep life interesting. So let's run Motion Y stick. We haven't run that tonight. The counter beater plays to name again. Oh, we're losing battery. Well, let me gotta find my charger here. There we go. We're back. Yeah, okay, so the counter beater plays real quick. Again, motion cross is one that can beat it. Typically, if it's a critical counter, you're going to have scramble available to beat it. But if you have scramble and a quick QB, you can beat a critical counter on motion cross pretty consistently. The other one is trips corner strike. Basically, you just throw to the slot receiver, doing this little tiny out route here. That one beats all counters. And then the other one that I know of is this empty trips stick. Yeah, TB. There are, yeah, like places like HB Angle. You know, there's a few other ones. Even spread slot flags can beat a critical counter. Sometimes if you throw to the halfback, then you'll a lot of times be able to beat counters with it. So there are plays that can beat it. As just far as like consistency, the motion cross, trips corner strike, and the empty trip stick or empty stick or whatever that play is called are the only ones I know of. And that empty stick play is pretty bad when it's not countered. So. Who do you throw to on empty trip stick? I don't know. I figured that one out early on, and then I really haven't ran it since because I didn't like the play. But we can try to see here. I think you throw it to the slot receiver. So Moss in this instance would be, I think, the read for the if it was countered, which I don't think that was countered. So we'll just try to get some yards. Let's see if we can trigger a critical counter and show you guys who do you throw it to. Yeah, so yeah, you just throw it to the slot receiver is all. So it works. It's just that I don't like the routes when it's not countered again. So it's just not a reliable play. Can I say that I'm better than Tom Brady at play calling? Yeah, I'm definitely better than Tom Brady at play calling. Yeah, definitely. Well, with 100% certainty. I'm a Falcons fan, and he put me in a really bad place last season, so I'm not a fan of Tom Brady. But damn it if I don't respect him. All right, so this looks like counter, but it's actually a zone coverage, and it's not countered. So Fitzgerald should be open if he catches it. Yeah, yeah, it's a hard day. Nobody likes to think about it. I play as the Steelers because they are a 3-4 defense instead of a 4-3. And I personally think that it's a little harder for people to play against 3-4 teams. And of the 3-4 teams that are available to play as in the game, I like the Steelers the best. I don't like the Patriots, obviously, and the Chargers are just kind of blah, save for the Bucks. And the Steelers kind of have cool uniforms, and they're the best of the 3-4. I really wish EA would just give us the option to set whatever base defense we want, because I would like to play as the Falcons, definitely. Breton, what up, dude? Um, who just asked that? Tiger Ham. Yeah, choosing your team affects what base defense they run. There's only a handful of teams that run a base 3-4 defense. The rest of them all run 4-3. So the Steelers, the Patriots, the Chargers, and the Bucks are the only teams in the game that you can pick that will run a base 3-4 defense. David, yeah, 3-4 definitely is more susceptible to running. And that is definitely one of the weaknesses of the 3-4 defense. But on all Madden, running's just a lot harder in general, especially against teams with really good offense, or I'm sorry, rather defensive lines. And when you get stuffed on runs, and then you have to go up against a 3-4 defense on a pass with all the linebackers and on the field, it's just I think it's just a little bit tougher. Yeah, TB, that happened last year with the Halloween field. There were like red jerseys that blended in with the field, and it was super annoying because I'm actually colorblind. I'm red green colorblind, and so it was just a nightmare for me to play on that field in general. And I was just annoyed whenever I had to play somebody who did that. So um, I don't know. This is we just use scramble, so it's gonna be a tough one to convert. Yeah, we got defensive end came in too quick. Yo, what's up, Green Monster? Thanks for coming, man. I don't think, no, the Rams don't run a 3-4. They run, what's with these drops? They run a 4-3, base 4-3. Last year, I used to hit that out route on man coverage on motion cross all the time, and this year, with the drops, it's just been terrible for me. So I just scramble it on that play now. This is a broken coverage, which should be a touchdown for us if we can. Linebacker made an amazing play. He'll do my season, but yeah, yeah, man. I don't know. I don't have enough time to even look at doing anything else other than mine with Sincere. He's so close to me right now. I actually think I think he passed me for like an hour one day, like a week ago, and I didn't realize it. And what is with all these low percentage counters? We've just been getting torn up by them. But yeah, I think he passed me seriously for like an hour, and I realized it. And I was like, man, I just don't have the time in the day anymore. Yeah. I talk with a lot of the top players on a regular basis. Actually, most of them are really good guys, and they have a lot of knowledge. So I try to keep up with as many as I can. I talk to Sincere now and then. I will talk to Arbuckle, a lot of the guys from KMFO. I talk to, and a bunch of others. How many hours a day at head-to-head? It probably depends on the day. I play just sporadically throughout the day and at night, and then it just usually depends on how much my wife lets me get away with. So some days more than others. She's out of town right now, which is part of the reason I was able to get this stream going. All right, we got buckled down here. 4th and 8. Should not be too bad. All right, Breton. Yeah, man, come for it. David, I do not use any boosters since I don't personally believe that stats go any higher than 99, and most of my players are already there. I have no reason to try to put in boosters, but yeah, I mean, I think for teams that aren't quite there, it's a viable strategy. So TB, I do not have any kids. I am kidless right now, thank God. Am I friends with CHF? Yeah, man, we talk all the time. He's in my league. We started talking last year, actually, when he was with KMFO, and we developed a good relationship. We actually have a good amount in common, and so yeah, I talk to him all the time. Hey, man, no hard feelings. You can have a favorite. At the end of the day, KMFO's got really good players, and they're a really solid league. So Um, I don't have anything against that. So Raul, why do I skip some head-to-head players? What do you mean by that, man? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Brett, that me and Adam Jr. sound the same. I don't know. I was talking about it the other day. We were both laughing, but I don't know why that is. I've never met him in person or anything like that. So what season am I on for like seasons? Um, I don't know. I haven't played much season. I think maybe I'm on season 2. I don't know. I hate seasons. I put it off till the last minute if I can. Green Monster. Nah, man. No, sorry. I just don't have the time to play head to head for anyone else. It's too much of a grind. Like, why do you search too many games at once and only play some? Oh, I have games preloaded into head to head Raoul, but I'm gonna play them all. I just go down the list, so I'm not skipping anybody. I literally am just going straight down the list as they match up. But sometimes I will during the day load in some so I have matchups so I don't have to wait on the matchmaking later on. But eventually they all get played, and I will get to them. Joe B, do I rate 99 problems? As in, do I rate them as a top league, or I'm not sure what you mean by that, buddy. Yeah, as far as a 99 as a top league, yeah, they are definitely a top league. There's no doubt about it. Um, I know a few guys in there. I think if I had a criticism about their group is that they tend to lean on long bombs quite a bit. At least a few of them do. So that would be my only real criticism of them. But those guys are all solid, and they are absolutely a top league. They were number one for a long time last season, and rightfully so. So I knew a guy, Matt, in that league, but he had to take a step back this year. But in terms of gameplay knowledge and everything like that, he was solid. Strong halfback toss is a big gamble on fourth down. It is one of those plays that you can absolutely just get blown up on. So definitely be careful. Try to get in a juke there, risk the fumble. We've got another fourth down. So let's take a look at what plays we've called and what we have available here. We do have bunch flanker drive, which I like a lot. We've used our scramble, so we're going to have to rely on the crossing route or the halfback, which the halfback's not going to be open. Actually, I'm going to hit the tight end since he looked like he had a little bit of space there. TB, no man, I don't run that play. I didn't run it last year either. I mean, at the start of the year when nobody countered it, I ran it for a while. But it's got a ton of counter cards this year. So, yeah, I just don't see any point in risking a fumble on a card that most people are going to have countered, and there's just too many other good plays. I sometimes will run it if I know I'm being live countered and it feels like they have all of my normal plays countered. I will sometimes run it just to see if they took out their like normal cards, but that's it. That's the only time I'll try to run it. FOU, yeah, it's my goal, man. I consider myself to be the best head-to-head player last year. I was, I think, first or second to hit the 2.1 billion fan cap early in the year, and then by the end of the year, everybody had already caught up, so the leaderboard was a little bit mucked up. But I'm excited this year because since there are seasons, no one will be hitting the cap where you'll be able to tell there'll be a clear winner. And so I do plan on maintaining that status the best that I can. What's up, the Beast TV man? Thanks for coming in. You didn't you didn't miss too much. This was an unplanned stream. I really just wanted to test out my new streaming capabilities and the video and the audio quality for people. People just started showing up, so I didn't really have any agenda today to show anything. So. I'll be doing more streams in the future, absolutely. But yeah, don't worry about having missed anything. Yeah, 2 for Terror. I played him a ton at the start of the season because he was grinding head-to-head pretty hard, and we had some really good games. So I have nothing against him. He's an excellent player, and we've had some solid matchups. Who's beaten each other more? With 2 for Terror, I've won a lot more. I don't know the exact record, but it was pretty lopsided towards the end there. We started out pretty close, I think we were pretty even, and then I started pulling away a little bit. So I think I probably won twice as many games as he did. But the person that's definitely the closest to me in terms of matchups is Arbuckle. We're almost dead even at 50%. I think I might have like a 1 or 2 game lead on him right now, but we've probably played 70 or 80 games at this point, and we're a really, really close matchup together. The Beast, the stiff arm. Yeah, let's talk about stiff arm. I'll try to talk you through it real time if I can get into a stiff arm type situation. But yeah, they're right. Basically, what you want to do is hold down on the skill button when there's a defender to the left or the right of your player on, and they're within like 4 to 5 yards, and it's just holding down on it. It should just happen immediately. There shouldn't be any sort of delay. So as soon as you press that skill button, and the defender has to be to the left or the right though, so they can't be above you or anything like that when you try to throw it out. Veracity, what plays does Nick like to run? He likes play action, I think. That's all I can remember because we haven't played a match in a while. And I just ran this again. I already knew it was countered. I don't know I did that. Yeah, he runs play action. He runs a lot of the same plays. You're not going to see a ton of variety at a really high level because the playbook's so limited in Madden Mobile that what works works, and you're just going to see a good amount of overlap. But he's got his own play style, and he consistently puts up 24 against me. It's hard to stop him. I rarely have been able to get stops on him, so it's been just like one of those things. Thought I was on the 6-yard line to sneak in a fullback flare, but we got lucky, and the fullback wasn't countered on that nickel formation there. Breton, what do you mean, man? Are you talking about what I was saying about the stiff arm not having them above you? Who are my top 5 head-to-head players? You mean people on my team or real people, like the actual game players? Yeah, when I say above, like where this guy is right now, the stiff arm doesn't really work because he's above you, and stiff arm has to come out laterally. So you want to make sure they're to the side of you when you use the stiff arm. I keep calling plays I already know are hard countered because I'm not paying attention. My dog, I have 2 dogs. One's name is Jameson, and the other one is named Tullamore. So both of them are named after Irish whiskeys. As far as the game addictions, man, if if you got the cash, I don't think it's a bad investment because you get the if you're going to be using it for the free packs, it's extra stuff that you're going to get throughout the season. Um, they've been a little stingy with the Madden Cash rewards for tournaments lately, but in the past when they had the Madden Cash rewards, I think it was a little bit easy to build up kind of a little bit of a bankroll there, and I would think it would be a good investment. Gonna get sacked. Tiger Ham, if you're gonna do head to head, I recommend doing it on all Madden. Unless you just really, really struggle at all Madden, it's going to be the fastest way to gain fans. And if your goal is to get to the Hall of Fame, I would go the fastest way and do it on all Madden. What did we just run? I got to look and see what I have available to me. Slot flags. So this is a bit... 4th and 19 is a bit outside of the scramble realm on motion cross, and this is a zone coverage, so we're going to have to try to get it to Fitzgerald and get some yards after the catch, which we did. So the best locker items, I would say... I think that the team of the week one is pretty good. If you're going to do the daily packs, swap them out before the morning. I like the team of the week one. The power line one's good. Anyone that has a chance to give you new players that are getting released, I think are solid options. And then the Gearbox daily pack is good too because it's going to increase all the other locker items. Josh, talk about the bullet lob and double tap pass. Yeah, I mean, I don't really use. I don't think it's double tap in mobile. I think it's just like kind of a touch pass almost, like a half lob or half bullet. But yeah, I think I can try to talk about that in a video sometime. It's just really hard to explain how hard you should touch the screen to make those passes. I think that the best way to give that advice would be through practice, and it's just again, I'm calling hard counter plays here because I'm not paying attention. But yeah, I think that the absolute best way to do that would be to that was just straight up luck right there. Fo you, man, thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you later, man. Have a good night. Martarius, man, what's up? Thanks for stopping by. I am, yeah, that's me. I'm the number one guy. So, thanks for showing up. Game addiction, man. You're in China. That's awesome. The Beast, I have so many games set up just so I have games ready to play when I'm ready to play, because I hate waiting for matchmaking. if I want to play a bunch of games in a row and I'm waiting on people to match up. So I'll just preload 10 games or so usually, and then that way I don't have to wait. I can just blast through them. Game Freakish, man, he hit top 15. Tell him congrats for me. That's big. Start working your way up the leaderboards, but I'm happy to take on any competition, man. Tell him bring it on. Tiger Ham, some of my friends know, but for the most part, I don't tell people in my personal life what I do on the Madden game here. Oh, Tybron. Yeah, man, he was in here earlier. We played a couple games. He stole one from me. He beat me in the first game that we played earlier today on the stream. So it was fun. We had two games today, and yeah, he's already in the feeder. He's working his way up. He's really good. I like that guy. The Beast, how often do I play head to head in order to hold my number one spot? I have to play constantly. It's a serious grind. Right now the number two guy, Sincere, he plays just as much, if not more, than me, and it takes a lot to keep up with him. So I've got to put in a good amount of time right now. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't play as much as I do, just because there's not a lot of other people grinding nearly as hard. But as it stands right now, I have to play a good amount of games. Sorry if you guys can hear my dogs in the background. They are not liking to play by themselves. They like to play right behind me. What up, Ronnie? Welcome back, man. The mic sounds way better. Good. I'm glad to hear it. I got a new mic, actually. And I took some tweaking to get rid of some of the background static, so hopefully it does sound better. After the monthly reset, it's yeah, it took me about 8 hours, give or take, because it was like in the middle of the night, I think, when it reset. So I had to sleep, and but yeah, I got there pretty quick. But luckily, EA gave us a break this reset, and they started everybody out. I think, what was it, like Silver 2 or something like that. So you started out with almost 2 million fans, so it was actually a pretty quick little grind to get back to head to head, or get back to the Hall of Fame. Martarius, yeah, man, I've noticed that this year, that the kick returners from time to time, as they're waving, will drop the ball. They'll muff it. It's super annoying, but I don't know that other than improving your kick returner that there's a way to prevent that. But I've noticed that it actually happens when people have a really bad kicker, and instead of your kick returner, it's your safety back there returning it. And if they have a really terrible catch or kick return stat, I think that they'll be more prone to dropping that fair catch. Max, yes, I've lost lots of head-to-head games. I actually lost one earlier in the stream to TB, who's in the chat right now. He beat me earlier, so I definitely do lose. It's something that happens. Oops, that's gonna be picked. I got lucky. I like bunch flanker drive as like, and that defensive setup, which is kind of like a man. It's kind of like a designed run for the quarterback. If you have the scramble, if you can get around the defensive end, it's good for a lot of yards. I used it a lot last season, and it works pretty much just the same this year. So I like it. Do you get an extra reward for being number one? Nope, unfortunately, you do not get anything extra for being number one in head-to-head. You know, basically it's just a status, being able to say that you're number one. So no, actually, like monetary reward or anything in-game. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yes, the fans do reset every time a new season starts. Although they didn't reset it all the way. I think they only reset it to like everyone started around 1.7 million or something like that. How impressed was my wife? It took some convincing to to really get her on board with this, but she likes that I'm doing the YouTube thing now. She thinks that that's better than me just playing the game. So at least I've got her on board with this. So it's given me some more Madden ammunition and playing time. So I'll take it. Ronnie, I know I told CHF we need to set up a match between the wives, and it would just be a complete shit show of terrible play calling. But I think it would be funny. My wife or CHS? I don't know, man. I think it would just be like a toss up of who didn't throw a pick six on accident. I don't think either of them would score purposely unless we put them on rookie mode. Game freakish, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the compliment. I'm glad it's helping out. I don't know, Iconic. You guys got to tell me, how's the stream looking? Is it starting to go? Is it looking bad? It's getting blurry. Let me take a look and see if I can see anything that's going on here. Okay. It might just be the buffering that was going on. Yeah, I'm not sure there. Let's try this play here. It's got a similar route as the bunch PA pin deep when I don't get sacked immediately. It's the second time I've tried that play tonight where I just got completely destroyed. Man, is it just me or am I having a hard time against this guy's defense right now? Must be. We can't get away. I'm just gonna scramble. Maybe it's because I'm calling a bunch of hard counter plays. How did I get my overall up so quick? Yeah, I talked about this earlier. So at the start of the year, I bought a ton of Madden cash. So I did put some money into the game. And then I used that to invest in other stuff throughout the year. And I've made quite a bit of coin off of investments. And so I basically just put the coin I made into training, and I tried to get my overall up as quick as I possibly could to get ahead of the curve. Game Freakish. Yeah, Wilson's not even maxed on my squad, and he's solid. I really like him. I was worried about his height, and I haven't seen him throw any passes yet into the back of a lineman's head. So that was my main concern with picking him up over Cam, who I used to run, and I really enjoyed Wilson. He's a little bit more agile than Cam was, so I can make a little bit more happen in the open field. The Beast, my QB, Russ Wilson, I think he's at 99 speed. Let me check real quick. But I think I've got him up to 99. Yeah. Yeah, so he's at 99 speed, which I don't think speed goes over 99. After watching Adam Jr.'s video on it, I'm pretty positive that you cannot go over 99 speed. Wolf, how long did it take me to be #1 in head-to-head? It takes a while. You got to play a lot of games, and you have to win a lot of games. So just a big time commitment. And luckily, I am in a situation where I can play a lot of the game. So. What's up, Green Monster? Welcome back, man. Wolf, I am not planning on making any coin or how to make coin videos. That is, that's not my area of expertise. I do a good job of investing my coins, but you know, I'll leave the coin making videos and the pack videos to the pros out there. But I'm gonna try to focus my content on gameplay, mainly on head-to-head. Seriously, who does that play counter? What did we already run on him? Yo, what up, Raider Nation? Go for that design run again. I don't know if you need to up it to 150 again. I like it where it is. I think 150 gained fans too fast, and I don't think that EA probably fixed the 2.1 billion fan cap, which would cause issues again on the leaderboards for people like myself that get up there too quick. So I like the system they have. Game Freakish, the best elite coaches. For defense, I think Tomlin and Carroll are the best. Blitzes are already OP this year. They are absolutely ridiculous. So having Carroll in there to boost them even further is just mean. And having players boosted on zone coverage is huge. So I like that more than I like situational coaches like Peyton and who's the other one, Marvin Lewis or whoever it is. I would rather have just the straight up defensive coaches. No. Raider Nation, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate the compliment. I'm glad you like them. Veracity, yeah, man. It's one of those plays. It doesn't work every time against the counter, but it is one that can definitely beat critical and low and medium counters if you get the right defensive coverage. We don't have enough separation for Jones, so we're just gonna have to take up the field for a little extra yards, and we're gonna have a counter here. See if we can't still get it to him. Nope, he dropped it. Raider Nation, cool, man. I'll have to check it out. That's awesome. Congrats. Veracity? No, I haven't noticed that. I haven't noticed any changes as if to, if they don't score versus if I score. I noticed that sometimes the game basically just gives you an FU and doesn't want to let you do anything. But I've not really noticed any rhyme or reason to when that happens. But yeah, there are times where it just goes into insane mode and you can't do anything. Check out our play calls again. Let's see where we're at here. So we have bunch flanker and spread FL drag available. Probably run spread FL drag first and then bunch flanker if we need it on 4th down. And the good news is we have scramble available. So We've got a 4th and short. We should be able to scramble for the first down. But we got a counter. Sometimes you can hit this halfback on a critical counter on bunch flanker when they do that weird type setup and still pick up the first down. No, I'm central, so I am just getting a late night stream in, man. Wife is out of town. As a matter of fact, she's probably trying to text me right now, and I got my notifications turned off, so I'm probably gonna have to take like a 5-minute break or something here and make sure she's not trying to kill me when I'm not answering her. Yeah, I love that too, Joby. It's great not having to wait on people. So I'm a fan. You know, in all honesty, she might be asleep. So I'm gonna check my messages real quick. So I'm going to see if I can't pause this stream. I've been streaming for 2 hours tonight, so we probably need to take a quick break. But I'll be back because I need to grind some more head-to-head. So give me a few minutes. I'm gonna pause the stream, and then I will be back.